Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol HTBX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like several days worth of time right here, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this one quite a few times before. That's where these red and green lines up here are coming from, but not to rub salt in anyone's wounds or state the obvious. Pretty brutal day, big gap down, and then after the gap down, the price did continue to kind of drift downwards. Didn't really collapse. If you've been around long enough, then I'm sure you've seen stocks that after the gap down, I mean, it's just a nasty, nasty continuation of the downside. Yes, this one did drift downwards, but I would not classify this as some sort of just total collapse after the price opened up. So first thing I'm going to do is just get rid of these lines here. Actually, we'll just use these for the near-term levels now. Yes, those lines that I'm moving do still pertain, but they're not relevant anymore given that the price is where it is. So instead of having a million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, just want to try to keep this as clean as possible. So we'll first start by talking about some levels of support, and I just want to give myself a little bit more perspective here. All right, so it's been a long time since the price has been down that low, so there we go. We'll zoom back in. And the key level of support, there's kind of a couple ways you can look at it. You can just look at where the bleeding finally stopped today, and that was at 92 cents. Or if you want to get a little fancier, you could draw in a little miniature trend line here because they give credit where credit's due. The bulls did start to try to fight back later on, and they managed to put in some higher lows, and these higher lows are what's enabled me to be able to draw that trend line. Now, if you think that's way too short of a trend line, I wouldn't argue against that. I'm just trying to kind of illustrate more so than anything the point that, yeah, in the pullback here, got a nice little doji candle, and this doji candle happening higher than where the hammer candle over here happened. Now, by no means am I saying so. Therefore, that's a guarantee this thing's headed up to $2.60 tomorrow. Not saying that, just saying the bears are trying to make some progress. So the big question kind of tomorrow is, can the bulls continue to make progress? And an easy way to define making progress is if the price can stay up above that orange line, if they keep moving up and pulling back, as long as they're putting in higher lows, that's the name of the game. But really, bottom line is if the price can't hold above 92 cents, that implies that the price is putting in new lows, and new lows is obviously not any sort of signs of strength. In regards to levels of resistance, so if the price does start to bounce, first key level is right there at $1.15, and then the next key level of resistance after $1.15 up here right around these highs, and I'm going to call that at $1.32. So all in all, rough day. Some interesting price action late day. We'll see if the bulls can build upon any of this late day action or not, but a lot of eyeballs will be on this one, so we'll see what happens. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interested and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.